lived in this magical year of delight and self-discovery. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the school management and staff, I extend a warm welcome to our principal, Mrs. Poonamjeet Kaur, head of the junior school, Ms. Sarika Sharma, and our dear parents. We treasure your partnership and support in all that we do. As we stand on the threshold of a new session, we shall invoke the blessings of the Almighty and commence the session in a positive aura. Light symbolizes abundance, prosperity, and knowledge. The lighting of an oil lamp is regarded as going down to knowledge. With this noble thought, let us start this afternoon by lighting the lamp. I now request our principal, the head of the junior school, and our dear parents, the ones who are very punctual. We have the names here. It's Miss Navjot Kaur and Mr. Amit Singh, parents of Simran and Kian, to please join us for the lamp lighting.
मॉर्निंग रोहन।
पापा कहाँ है?
पापा इम्पोर्टेंट कॉल पे। हम शुरू करें?
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
What's for breakfast? French toast. Wow.
हाँ पापा your हमारा आपका न्यू ईयर विश क्या है?
न्यू ईयर विश। पक्का इस साल गिटार सीखना है। और आपका?
जरा फोन चाहिए।
रोना, बहुत छोटी नहीं है फोन के लिए?
पापा मुझे आपका फोन चाहिए। मैं क्यों नहीं ऑफ करके रख दूँगा।
ये लीजिए, ऑफ कर दीजिए।
Every day, in us, 100 small words, our children ask, do you hear me? Do you see me? Do I matter? Their behavior often reflects our response. They say your children need your presence more than your presence. I now request the parents to please switch off their mobiles or keep it on a silent mode as we proceed for the orientation. Childhood is not about how quickly a child can write or count. Childhood is a small window of time to learn and develop at a pace which is right for each individual child. As we embark on a new academic journey, we welcome new parents to a joyful journey of academic accomplishments. We at SWS believe that the art of teaching is the art of awakening the natural curiosity of young minds. We acknowledge the fact that parents and the teachers have shared goals and both are committed to nurturing the potential of the children. Leadership is the capacity to translate a vision into a reality. Our director, Mr. Sandeep Singh, and our principal, Mrs. Poonamji, need no introduction. They are our pillars of support who continue to inspire us to achieve excellence. Thank you, ma'am, for creating a safe and a welcoming environment for our students at school. Your vision, compassion, and commitment to the well-being of the students is invaluable and truly makes a difference. A leader is the one who knows the way and shows the way. Our dynamic head, Ms. Sarika Sharma, is always there to support and guide us in all our endeavors. A heartfelt thanks to you, ma'am. We believe that children are the promise of the future, the assurance of greater things to come. It's a well-known fact that a strong foundation in the formative years plays a vital role in fostering lifelong competencies. The child's experience of learning in the formative years has a profound influence on their learning abilities. So let's together nurture their innate potential and make them confident, competent, and caring. As we begin the new session, we would like to thank you for entrusting your precious little ones in our care, and we hope to instill in them a love for learning, making this journey at SWS a delightful experience. Everybody is a genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. We at SWS believe every child has a different learning style and pace. Every child is unique, not only capable of learning, but also capable of succeeding. Education is not about learning facts, but more so about learning how to think. It is learning to make good choices. It is learning to act with a purpose. Our teaching learning practices focus on the child's well-being in all areas. We strive to develop an enthusiasm for learning by nurturing curiosity, a sense of wonderness, an eagerness to learn by providing them a stimulating environment and empowering our young minds. Play gives children a chance to practice what they are already learning. Our curriculum is led by the NEP guidelines. The NEP guidelines focus on identifying and fostering the unique capabilities of each student by sensitizing the teachers as well as the parents to promote each child's holistic development in academics as well as non-academic areas. It states that the purpose of education is to develop good human beings capable of rational thought and action, possessing compassion and empathy, courage and resilience, a scientific temper and creative imagination. The 5 C's of curriculum in the foundation years. At SWS, we strive to provide a platform where students can express without fear, collaborate with their peer group, enhance their critical thinking. We give wings to their imagination and creativity, and instill skills and values which will help them to appreciate the Indian ethos and keep them rooted to their culture and heritage. Let the students of SWS be described as inquisitive, empowered with knowledge and critical thinkers. Teach me, I forget. Tell me and I'll remember, involve me and I'll learn. We create an environment where the children are led from the known to the unknown. They learn by exploring, discovering, creating and reflecting. Positive, concrete, hands-on experiences encourage young children to make choices, decisions, explore their immediate environment. They learn to collaborate, integrate, inquire, construct, and reflect. I can give you the tools to reach the dreams you have deep inside you. Various tools like the Think, Pair, Share, Role Play, Read Aloud, quizzes, Picture Talk are used to initiate learning and mold our young learners. Cognitive, fine motor, creative skills are enhanced through these techniques where students learn by doing and are prompted to think out of the box. They are guided to use their knowledge and skills to cope up with real life challenges. I believe that to teach a child effectively, you must touch their hearts long before you begin to teach their minds. We begin the day with greetings and morning rituals, followed by engaging and interactive lessons. Children are engaged and exposed to wonderfully bright and stimulating learning areas. We integrate the digital pedagogies with the curriculum to enhance their knowledge and skills. With a holistic, student-centric, interdisciplinary approach to education, the curriculum centers on identifying the unique talent and potential of every kid to nurture it so that it can blossom. The curriculum, through each of its parameters, focuses on boosting the social, emotional, physical, motor, fine motor, and cognitive development of each child. It aims at developing skills and competencies. Our curriculum is age appropriate and is based on learning outcomes and progressive teaching by integrating concepts. The child begins to perceive not only through his eyes, but also through his speech. Language development is crucial in the early years. It supports their ability to communicate, express, and understand feelings. Children start with phonic sounds and then move on to blending words and forming sentences. I do believe something magical can happen when you read. Reading exposes the students to the magical world of words. Reading rituals help our little wonderites hone their listening and speaking skills. We're sharing the reading strategies to be followed. The phonological awareness teaches children to know how words are pronounced and what the letters sound like. Decoding is the process of sounding out words. Children use the skill to break down words to specific sounds, then blend the sounds together to form the word correctly. Reading fluency is the ability to read out loud, accurately, at a good pace and with expression. Building vocabulary in our early childhood is all about exposing children to language by talking to them and reading to them. Select books with repetitive text. Repetition encourages comprehension. While you read, help your child to make connections by asking questions about the story and encouraging them to visualize it. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. Numeracy is an important part of learning for children in the early years as it provides vital life skills. Children use numbers and concepts and skills to explore, discover, and create. They analyze and apply the knowledge to real-life context. Children are naturally inquisitive. We help kids to understand why the environment is so important and provide them with the building blocks they need to live eco-friendly and sustainable lives. Kids are encouraged to research, investigate how and why things happen. There are no shortcuts to happiness, and dance and music is one of them. Each discipline of music, dance, and art engage a child's brain, body, and emotions in different ways and encourage their confidence and find joy in self-expression. It's not just about winning or losing, but to learn about teamwork, learn about sportsmanship, learn about discipline, the value of working together for a common goal. Sports play a vital role in the development of young children. It helps them in their physical skills, get exercise, make friends, have fun, learn teamwork, learn to play fair, and improve their self-esteem. Life skills go hand in hand with growth and development. So it's important to teach children these life skills. It helps them to focus and have self-control. It helps the children in their abilities to communicate, comprehend, make certain choices and social connections. It works on the critical thinking and helps children to take on challenges in life. Children love circle time. It brings just the right blend of structure, enjoyment, and learning. It offers children a safe place to develop social and emotional connect with their class educators and their peer group. The aim of assessment is to build knowledge and skills through a variety of ongoing assignments and activities. Weekly reviews will be conducted to assess concept clarity. We have incorporated the Sustainable Development Goals in our school calendar for this session to bring an awareness among our students. The SDGs, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations as a universal call for action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. As students thrive in an environment of collective pride and achievements, it is heartening to see each child bloom, each one with a different hue, a different fragrance, a different persona, and yet so unique in his or her own special way. So let's together take a sneak peek into our fun-filled sessions of the previous session. There's no role in life that is more essential than that of a mother. To express the love and gratitude, the students celebrated Mother's Day. The little ones proudly spoke and thanked their mothers for the unconditional love bestowed on them. Grandparents are angels with silver in their hair and gold in their hearts. To honor them, the students of the foundation years celebrated Grandparents' Day and thanked them. A book is a gift you can open again and again. To celebrate the joy of reading books and inculcate reading habits in the students, the Literacy Week was observed. The DEAR program was introduced to imbibe this habit in the early years. The students of class UKG and 1 hosted the annual event of the SWS family, Musical Munchkins. They welcomed the tiny toddlers of Small Wonders for a musical euphony. It was a nostalgic day for the Wonderites as they shared the beautiful memories made in the kindergarten years. For a better tomorrow, plant more trees and make this planet a better place to live in an endeavor to sensitize our students about the importance of protecting our environment. A germination activity was conducted by the students of class 1. Activity-based learning ensures active engagement of the learner with concepts and instructional materials. Learning is hands-on and experiential, providing learners the opportunity of learning through manipulation of materials and objects. When learning is purposeful, creativity emanates. When creativity blossoms, thinking emanates. When thinking emanates, knowledge is fully lit. The students performed the balloon and the lemon experiment that helped them understand the concept. What an accomplishment when they explored, discovered, and created by doing. Festivals are there to teach us that life is a celebration. Keeping in view the cultural diversity of our nation, we at SWS celebrate and rejoice in the spirit of festivals. Special assemblies are regularly conducted to mark the special occasions and bring home the relevance of these festivals to our young generation. The students of grade 2 presented their class show Once Upon a Time. The Theatre Fest was based on the theme of ever-popular fairy tales. The show highlighted the importance of stories during childhood. Attired in vibrant costumes, the children cast a magical spell on the audience with a captivating performance. The annual sports day, Ready to Rumble, was held in the school premises. The students enthralled everyone with their skill and dexterity with great zeal and fervor. It was a colorful spectacle of fun races where the little ones tried their best to outdo each other. The event culminated with the prize distribution, and the school crowd echoed with the cheers of applause. Graduation is an exciting time. It is both an ending and a beginning. It's warm memories of the past and great dreams for the future. Graduation Day commemorates the precious moments of the little ones and offers an opportunity to celebrate the culmination of the kindergarten years and the beginning of new experiences to come. It's time for all of us to stand and cheer for the doer, the achiever, the one who recognizes the challenges and does something about it. Our little Wonderites have made us proud by bringing laurels to the school. Koval and Ridhima have won medals in skating and tennis at the state level. Abhiroop has won the first international rank in Science and English Olympiad. Students of class 1 and 2 have brought accolades by winning gold medals in the Olympiad exams. I'm now going to share a heartwarming poem with you all. If I had 2 wishes, I know what they would be. I wish for roots to cling to and wings to set me free. Roots of inner values like rings within a tree, and wings of independence to seek my destiny. Roots to hold forever, to keep me safe and strong, to let me know you love me when I've done something wrong, to show me by example and help me learn to choose, to take those actions every day, to win instead of lose. Just be there when I need you, to tell me it's all right, to face my fear of falling when I test my wings in flight. Don't make my life too easy. It's better if I try and fail and get back up myself so I can learn to fly. If I had 2 wishes and 2 were all I had, they would just be granted by my mom and dad. I would not ask for money or any store-bought things, the greatest gifts I've asked for are simply roots and wings. So let's together, dear parents, give our children roots to grow and wings to fly. I would now request the head of the Chumyome, Mrs. Saraka, to apprise you about the school process and the rules to be followed.
You always make my job so much easier. So, dear parents, I'll just quickly take you through because I think you've been with us. So it's just kind of, we reiterate what we've been doing following last year, and we always need to kind of tell ourselves that we have to keep up to and build our standards. So every time there are few rules and regulations that we follow, and they keep us moving on the right track. Something that even I'm excited about, looking forward to all the children. So the swimming activity, I can see lots of children. Are you ready for the swimming activity? Yes. Even I am looking forward. So this year we'll try that as soon as possible. Most probably in April only, we will start with our swimming activity, and we'll have lots of fun there. So for the parents, we've kept the safety and the security of the children the prime concern, and with that, like, we have dedicated people who are all the time vigilant where your child enjoys the activity. So again, trips and tours, something children will like to go out and enjoy? Yes! Small picnics? Yes! Wonderful, because I can see they are the ones who are going to push the parents to get that kind of enthusiasm. So looking forward to lots of short trips and maybe tours which will bring great learning and take them out from the school environment to have experiences hands-on. The school cafeteria, how many of you would love to have something to eat in school other than your tiffins? I can see all hands up. Great. So this year we will be opening the school cafeteria, and the mommies can become a little eased out on one day. So the day you are a little tensed up, you can just take a coupon that would be shared with you prior only, and just decide what you want your child to have for that day, and we will provide in the classroom with the help of the Didis who are there. We will just take those coupons to the cafeteria, fetch those eatables for your kids and provide them in the comfort of the classes only. So that's something again we look forward to. I think by now we've already kind of used to this recap policy. So just to reiterate that it's something which builds up on the children. They kind of, whatever has been done in the class is just walked through by the parents, and you get an insight to what happened in the class, and the children is able to go through those concepts, have a wonderful reading experience in your company, so that whatever the little check or assistance is required from your end can be helped out. So when you're doing the recap and you're helping out your children, just be there to support them and let them do the work. So even it doesn't matter if a diagram is not perfect or neat and maybe the handwriting is not too good, just assist. And so because in the class the teachers are doing their part, but if one-to-one you are able to help and reiterate that at home, I think it becomes very easy for the child to overcome all these shortcomings. Circulars, as all of you must be receiving, they become an important link between the school and you parents. So whatever preparations, feedback or assistance is required, that all goes through the circulars, and any kind of help that we seek from the parents with regards to preparing your child or informing you regarding certain activities, events, is all going through the school circulars which you have been receiving on the. So that is one platform where we are kind of communicating with you. Any technical glitch that you feel at your end is hampering your communication with the school, you can be contacting the IT person. We will be sharing the phone numbers in your groups and you may contact for immediate kind of solutions. So once again I would like to involve my children. Do you love coming to school or you would like to stay at home? Coming to school. So if your mama says आज रहने दो स्कूल नहीं जाना तो क्या बोलोगे? No. Wonderful. Let's clap for these children. So children, you have to be on my side and come to school every day. Unless you are sick or unless your parents want you to go to a certain place where you have to accompany them. So don't take leave that अब मैंने काम नहीं किया or what will my teacher say. So come to school, your teachers will be there to help you. You have to come to school every day because without you, the school is not the same as when you are here. So avoid taking leave and most important, avoid taking short leaves. So dear parents, avoid pulling them out half day because that really spoils the tempo of the students working in the class as well as the school working also. So most of the time our attention is focused on signing those slips which require that we need to take out that child and during especially those assessments and all. So I think it will help because my children are very keen to come to school. We seek your cooperation. List of holidays, it's there in the school calendar which is available on the school website. So you can just open the school website and download the e-calendar which will give you exact details of what we plan through the year and month-wise planning also, the holidays, the events and the activities. So we've always been sharing a monthly note which gives you a review of what's going to happen through the month. This carries all information related to what's the curriculum for the month, what are the activities, what are the events, celebrations that are going to be there. So that helps out for you to plan out and of course to get an idea whether the school working is going as planned. So here I seek again the cooperation of the parents because we've observed that although the school extends a helping hand to help the students who are lacking in certain concepts or maybe skills, but the parents are somehow not able to kind of drop those children who've been asked to take these remedial classes. So in case your ward is requiring certain extra help in areas related to academics, you are requested to take that extra mile and drop the child in school and we'll take care of him. And next. School timings. So class 1, we had a little timing this thing, but now I think we are very happy. Morning 8 o'clock, your children are coming to school and we'll have a full day. Lots of teaching, lots of learning, lots of fun. So if you can drop your child just 5 minutes before, otherwise the school gets open 10 minutes before the school time that's mentioned. So 7:50 we open our school gates. Avoid dropping your child earlier than 7:45 because that's the time our teachers enter the premises and we would not want your child to be here unless the teachers are here. So the health and wellness part, I think by now you are aware that we have a very active infirmary where the children, whenever they seek certain kind of immediate help from the nurse, they move to the infirmary and they are treated, they are given the first aid. But here again, just to reiterate that we do not administer any kind of medication in the school as a school policy. So kindly do not make any request where you ask for giving the medicines in the school. Do not send also any medicines with your child unless you inform properly and send a written note to the teacher saying that it is imperative for the child to have this medicine during the day. And that also avoid to make it a daily practice. So once in a while if your child needs to take, with a prior note in the school almanac you can send. So we do not administer any medicine, but still we understand that it's a sensitive area. So if in case there is an emergency, through a written note we might take your request, and that also with your consent, whatever medicine you will kind of tell us, that can be administered just in case of any exigency or emergency. We have a special educator who's working and is actively supporting children with special needs. So in case we have, so we want these children also to be a part of. And here I would love to appreciate my kids again, that I think more than the adults, these kids understand, they support. There have been students in their classes, but they've been wonderful peers. So I think we should also kind of build up that kind of a society where we are ready to help each other. ID cards for the students, very necessary. You have to wear your eye cards every day, and gives you the personal information about the individual child. And of course, when the parents come to pick their children, they also have an eye card which tells us that we are actually sending the child to the right person. Initially, so that new stationery, new bottles, new tiffins, all excitement, label them properly so that we don't mix them up, mingle them up with someone else, and it's well labeled. The bag should carry the name and the class and the address and possibly the bus number, just for an immediate reference. That will help us. Next one. In case there is any change that you require from the office side regarding your personal information, just drop us a mail, or you can contact, we will kind of share your message through this school almanac, but preferably it should be through the mail, because that's going to go to directly to the concerned people. School uniform. So we are all aware of the school uniform. Only here I would like to say that let's make our children feel pride in coming properly and smartly dressed to school, and ensure that on weekends they should make it a point to have a check that their nails are cut, their hair, they have a proper haircut, they come with oiled hair. These are small things which are actually towards the personality development, and they go a long way in speaking about how you carry yourself and in the public. So again, birthday celebrations, yes, we had lots of gifts, lots of goodies that were being shared by the parents for their wards, classmates. But this year, let's restrict it to just 2 candies only, please. And do not share any gifts, any kind of eatables, either for the children or for the staff, because that's a big no. So it really doesn't sound nice when we have to kind of very politely say that we'll not be accepting. So I think already we are in a forum where we can say that we have to take up this in the interest of the child, so that everybody is on the same. And of course, these are special days which can be celebrated at home in the comfort of the family, friends, however you like. Students can just, to make them feel special, come in their party, so whatever best they want to dress up, and that we acknowledge, because that is of course invited. So children have been now I think built up through the year a habit of bringing their fruit break. That's a short break, and then they have a proper break. So I've also been visiting their classes, and they really enjoy. So if you kind of share fruits or small nibbles, the eating practice of fruits becomes very easy, because when they say the peer eating, sometimes they are encouraged to eat fruits which otherwise maybe they do not do it at home. So preferably we can send fruits. That's a short break just to make them feel comfortable, and otherwise, even if it's not comfortable, once in a while you may send maybe cookies or whatever is convenient to you. So once in a while, but just to make a good habit of eating fruits, that's the practice. A cloth napkin preferably, so that they can learn and they can keep carrying on that good practice of following table manners and etiquettes. So parents, here I really want to thank, because I think you all have been involved with your children, and once again we seek your involvement in everything and anything that we do in school. So with your support, cooperation only, we can actually follow all the, whatever we plan out here in school for your kids. Be positive with your kids, and like ma'am said, we just need to keep them rooted, but we need to also fly high, and these days, as they say, even sky is not the limit. So we need to go beyond. We are now in the space era. So, next one. I think by now, many students have already the hold of all these activities, but still if you feel that these can be pointers when you can see whether your child is able to perform these activities independently or not. So like packing their school bag becomes a very important skill, I would say, because it gives them a lot of thought to plan out, see and do it. So I think that should be encouraged by the parents. Tying the shoelaces, if till now they're still not doing it, I think we need to help them. So high time, we'll do it in school also and at home also. Yeah, so I can see the Velcro shoes. Zipping and buttoning the jackets, again, because we are doing these fine motor activities, it actually gives us a lot of sensitivity to our nerves, and it's good. Opening tiffin boxes, managing how to eat and how to keep their area clean. Writing their name, I think by now they are all comfortable. But yes, they should write their name. They should remember the phone numbers of their parents. That's very important. So kindly tell your parents, their children, that these are, so make it a practice every day, that they should know what's their name, what their parents' name, what are their work areas, because that's very important that the child knows where my father works, what is he doing, Even they feel pride in sharing with us when we ask. So the phone numbers, these are small things that would actually help the child to become confident. Saturdays, all Saturdays off, so the children can have good time with the parents. All appointments to the school with the class educator can be made on Saturdays between 9:30 to 11, and you can meet the coordinators and of course me with a prior appointment, but we have someone who's really very considerate, and that's a principal ma'am, and her doors are 24/7 open. And school hours, it's open for you all. Otherwise, she's available to us 24/7. So anything that you want to kind of address, ma'am is always there. And of course, with her support and assistance, we are always ready to help out. So, school website, you have lots of information. But what we see is that we hardly take out time to see what our children, the school that our children are reading in, what is it doing, So it's not just about knowing what my child is doing, it's also about what is happening in my child's school. So we need to go that extra mile, open the website, go through certain activities that are regularly updated, so that you are also prepared for what is my student going to be like in the near future, what all is he going to experience in school. Next, ma'am. So I can skip to the next slide. So YouTube, again, all events, all celebrations, all assemblies, they are all recorded and they are uploaded. So you can access the YouTube, and whenever so we will share links, and you can be a regular participant of what all is happening in the school and be a part of the happiness that you gain out of watching certain events, celebrations. Maybe your school assemblies you can't see, but on the YouTube you can open and you can enjoy that. So, yeah, we do kind of tinkle you all the time. Kindly do this, like us, share us, and follow our social media pages, so that it gives us that motivation and that strength that a lot of them are actually endorsing that we are doing the right things and we are moving ahead with the right direction. So because your child is worth it, so I think that little extra that we need to give to the school should come from your end. Email ID. So you can just note down the school email ID, because that's the best communication platform. Other than that, so it is already there in your school almanac, and it's also there in the circular that we've shared with you regarding the orientation. Anytime you feel, just drop us a mail. So without saying, we look forward to yet another year which would be exciting for the children, great learning, and I'm sure very comfortable for the parents. So before I invite Principal Ma'am, I would like to introduce you to the team who's going to take care of your kids this year. I'll invite the class teacher of 2B, Ms. Smriti. 2C, Ms. Gunjan. And 2D, Ms. Chinti. We also have a wonderful team of activity teachers who are supporting them. Ms. Niti, she is the dance educator. Ms. Harloon, the art educator. Ms. Aditi, the music educator. The special educator, Ms. Pooja. IT educator, Ms. Apeksha. Our HOD activity, Mr. Jaydeep. And our Nightingale in school, Ms. Neha. She is a school nurse. By Nightingale I meant Florence Nightingale. No, that's why I thought I'll correct. She's at Florence Nightingale. So, thank you teachers, and thank you for actually helping us out. Give that little extra to the children. And as they say, we can sail a boat, but not for long if we don't have the right direction and the right sail. So, the head of our team, Ms. Poonamdeep Kaur, our principal, I would like ma'am to kindly address the parents.
Good afternoon, parents. So, how come that, as the day has progressed, the number has decreased? So, we had a larger group at 8:30.
Yes.
And we have a smaller group at 11:30, going to almost Yeah. 12:30, yeah. So it was supposed to start at 12:30 and it's about 1:30 now. So one would have expected more, but then I guess this is the time for work.
It's raining outside.
It was raining heavier in the morning, so we were very worried, and in fact we made sure that we started promptly. So 8:30 meant 8:30 because we felt that there should be no cascading effect. Otherwise yours would have moved to much later. But definitely, I think the reason is that we already know the system. So these are our old parents and they are showing confidence that we already know. So it's okay. And of course, they can always meet us anytime. So the orientation is just kind of a refresher. That we get together again, we look at what's happening, we look at the new things that have been planned. So there are a few new things which are actually old things coming back post-COVID, right? So that is why it is important to connect, and I am sure that you will have a wonderful, wonderful session this year. The children also, as we could see while ma'am was interacting with them, they are super excited. And generally it's the children who are more excited about school than the parents. Yes? So that is the best part. That shows that the children are happy to go to school. The day our children say we don't want to go to school, it's a concern. We should check. Why is it that the children don't want to go to school? So I'm hoping that the children will be coming to school punctually. As ma'am said, we are going to be a little strict with punctuality. We don't want children to walk in 15 minutes late, 20 minutes late, half an hour late, because that is a distraction for the rest of the children. The children have already started whatever they're doing, and when a child walks in, it takes away from a lot of people's work time. So there are forms to be filled, there are registers to be filled that this child came in later, because the attendance has already happened and it's been sent to the admin to be put into the school pack, right? So it is very, very important that you please bring your children on time, because that is a life skill that you're teaching the children. Punctuality. We need to learn to respect others' time, and school is the best teaching ground. Nowhere else will you get an opportunity on a daily basis to teach this skill to your child. So please make sure that you are ready and the children are ready to come to school on time. The second very important thing that ma'am told was, please avoid half days. We don't want requests in the diary, on the phone, especially children who are taking transport, that I am coming and picking up the child. So when we look at our convenience only, we are compromising on the convenience of the others and also the safety. What happens when the child gets pulled off the bus without proper procedure to be handed over to the parent? We are actually waiting for something to go wrong. So I will really request all of you not to send your child to school if you need to go somewhere before the school gets over. Please keep the child at home. Spend more time with your child. Maybe recap something. But sending the child to school for 3 or 4 hours and expecting everything to happen and the child to be handed over to you is not okay. So let's not have half days. Send the child to school on time and pick the child on time, and let the bus people, the transport people, follow their correct routine, because we need to prevent things from happening. We can't wait for something to happen, right? So that is a very, very important change that is going to happen this year. So I am informing you well in advance that we will not have parents walking in with children saying that, oh no, but this happened, I was not feeling well, I was stuck in traffic, or my child was not feeling well, or it's my fault. A lot of times parents come and say, it's my fault, it's not the child's fault. But that's why you are the parent, and we need to bring the children on time. So very, very important, please, we will not be allowing children to walk into the gate, through the gate, post the school timing is over. So 8:05, the gate is going to be shut. The child needs to be in because the attendance is from 8 to 8:05. Right? So that is why we really need to be on time. And of course, there will be so much of learning happening this year. There are so many activities that are happening. We've got the pool coming back. We've got the cafe. A lot of excitement. I'm also very excited. So there's going to be so much to eat when I can't prepare, when I don't have the time. So that is an option for you. It's an option, not a routine. But depending on what's happening at your house, we will ensure that the food that is being provided at the Green Cafe is hygienic, is safe, is nutritious. So that is something that we promise. Of course, it is your wish how many times you want the child to have. The coupons will be bought by you all at a later time and then sent in the diary as in when you want the child to have something. So unfortunately our cafe owner could not provide us with the coupons. We wanted them on the day of the the orientation so that you could have picked them up, but she was out of station and we could not get them. So we will inform you when they are available, and all the parents who come to pick up their children can pick it up at that point of time. Otherwise, the parents who are going to be taking transport can come later and pick them up. So I'm really sorry for that inconvenience. However, sometimes things happen and we are not able to provide them today. And any other problems or issues that you would like to discuss, any questions that you have that you would like to address at the moment, we are ready to take them. Anything that we can help you with? I hope that's happy parents. Yes, I'm so glad. And anyways, if there's still any doubts, any questions, any suggestions, please connect with us. You can call at the reception and connect with the coordinator, with the head Sarika ma'am or with me. If you want to come and meet us, you're most welcome to come and meet us. Again, with an appointment for them because they have a schedule. And you can walk in and come and meet me anytime that you want to. Any issues, any problems, please raise them immediately. Have your problems solved. In fact, have your issues resolved so that they don't become problems to be solved. Yes? We don't need any problems. We are all on the same side. We are here for the children. Right? So we are always going to do what is best for your children, and I know that that is what you also want and do. So let's be there for the children and we will do our best. We promise that it's going to be a very, very productive and learning experience for the children, for the teachers, and I'm sure for all of you. So thank you for your cooperation, thank you for your trust, thank you team. For me to be able to stand here so confidently and talk about it, it's because of the teachers that I can say this, because they're the ones who are handling the children on a daily basis. So let's give a big round of applause to the teachers. Now I have just one question. Yes.
I believe this year I got to know from the Joyland that the uniform t-shirts have been changed. The logo and all the way it is on the t-shirt now. So can the last year's t-shirts not be reused? Because the only difference I saw was the way the logo is put. Now it's like embroidered on the t-shirt instead of on a patch and then stitched around. Because which is going to go waste otherwise. This old lot bought and all.
Absolutely. So we don't want anything to be wasted as it is. What happens is that anyways the child can wear that t-shirt anytime. However, there is not much of a in the shirt. So the blue shirt continues,
yes.
The t-shirt. Maybe the logo might be
logo
different.
is different.
But actually what has changed is the winter. But in foundation years we as it is had the
colors changed from the checkers, the navy blue. So that really
So the winter uniform is a major change, but the summer uniform is not a change, ma'am. We will see what is the difference in the t-shirt. If you're saying there was
there's a difference in the logo, the way it's put on the t-shirt. So I bought for my elder one. I didn't buy for the younger one when I saw that.
Okay.
So in the new one, the logo is embroidered embroidered right on the t-shirt, whereas in the older one it was a circular patch and then that was stitched.
Alright.
So, but then the guy was like, this is the new one, the cloth is different and all that stuff.
So that is true. That is true, ma'am. So we took a major decision. So you can see that the shoes are also different.
Shoes, that was the second thing.
Yes.
Shoes have also changed.
Yes. So they've changed because we find it very, the children could not wear their regular shoes and play as well as sit in the class for their formal uniform. So the children needed a sports shoe which was say black in color. So when they are even playing or they are in the assembly, they look good. Right? So we have gone for a single shoe. Otherwise there was a sports shoe and there was a black shoe.
Yeah.
And the uniform also, because of the quality, we had got quite a few, the feedback had come in that the quality of the t-shirt was not good. So we have gone in for a change in the quality for the summer uniform also and the winter uniform also. So you will see that it is there in the diary. Right? So, let me tell you, this is anecdote that I can share. My children are now 29, but I'm still wearing their uniform, their track pants. It doesn't go waste, but the word uniform itself tells you that everybody should be in the same dress. That is the idea of a uniform. So if there is a change, we need to follow it. So even if you pick up, 1 or 2 t-shirts, I am sure that we'll be able to, kind of manage it. But the reason is that there was a lot of feedback. We had a major decision to make, and that decision was taken last December. That we need to relook at our uniform and then go ahead with the new one. Anybody else? So I think we can go and have tea then, and I think the parents have to deposit the books. I can see the parents sitting with such big bundles. So let's lighten their load and get them in the classes and get them to meet the mother teachers. So thank you parents, thank you for being so supportive and so wonderful. Thank you.